Alright guys, welcome back to the second update on what is now Category 4 Major Hurricane Fiona. Yes, this thing has become a monster, and to be fair, it has held Category 4 intensity for about a day and a half now, where it had 130 mph winds. It hasn't intensified past that yet. However, apparently right now, Fiona is an imminent island threat. Right now to Bermuda. It's going to be a threat to that island, and potentially it may even go towards Nova Scotia and Maine, around that area. Nova Scotia and Canada, of course. Currently the storm has wind speeds of 130 miles per hour, that is 150 knots, gusting with winds of 150 miles per hour, a pressure of 936 millibars. It is moving north-northeast right now at 16 miles per hour, as this latest update brought to you by Curtis Simplified. So take a look at the National Hurricane Center forecast cone. You can see that hurricane warning for Bermuda as the storm chugs along. And as you can see right now, there are hurricane watches for Nova Scotia. Maine won't be getting too bad, but rainfall could be a bit of a problem for Maine as well. There won't be any tropical storm conditions there, however, hopefully not. That'll be good news. But you can see loads of tropical storm watches as well. The storm is expected to then go back over into the extreme northern Atlantic. Still as an extra tropical storm by that point, but the storm is expected to make an extra tropical hurricane landfall on Nova Scotia. So yeah, make sure you're being careful there. The storm currently, of course, has winds of 130 miles per hour and gusts 150 miles per hour. So Bermuda's going to be getting the worst of the conditions. Probably within the next few hours, maybe 6 to 12 hours. That's when those conditions may be starting to pass through, as the storm is going to start speeding up as it starts going further north. Take a look at the GFS ensembles. I thought I'd show the ensembles instead of the intensity guidances, because there's no way the storm's really going to get any more intense than it is right now. You can see the storm deepens as it turns extra tropical, like most extra tropical storms do. They start to deepen when they're transitioning from tropical to extratropical, and there you can see it makes a landfall with a very low pressure, and then of course rapidly weakens as an extratropical system, and then probably dies very far north there in the northern reaches of the Atlantic. Take a look at some visible imagery of Fiona. You can see a cloud-filled eye right now. Good cloud tops though, around minus 60 to 70 degrees around that eye. It's not too bad. Reconnaissance data has came back with winds of 110 knots, so it may be a bit low at this time, but I'm still going with 130 miles per hour due to the good satellite presentation that Fiona is holding, and it has held it for a tremendous time, as it has had an eye out now for about the last 12 hours now, so it has held its eye for quite a while. Take a look at the true color zoomed out imagery. You can see those outer bands there already approaching Bermuda, actually hitting Bermuda, and the storm is going to speed up towards Bermuda and probably bring hurricane conditions towards the island. Definitely hurricane force wind gusts, and maybe category 2 force wind gusts, and maybe hurricane sustained winds to the island of Bermuda. That will be a big threat for Bermuda. The rainfall, I think, won't be too much of a threat from this storm, as the storm is going to be very quick moving as it passes Bermuda. But the rainfall may become a bit more of an impact when it moves towards places like Nova Scotia, as the storm is going to turn extra tropical, and then all that rain is probably going to go north, just like most of the extratropical storms do when they impact Nova Scotia. Anyway, thank you for watching this update on Hurricane Fiona. There will be more updates out very shortly on storms that do form. Of course, right now we have Gaston as well in the Atlantic, another tropical storm forming in the Filipino part of the world. Probably going to make landfall and lose on that one, and another tropical depression, which I don't think will form at all, and potentially a major threat for Caribbean Sea. 98L has a 70% chance still of forming. That could be a very bad threat, potentially even for the US mainland, probably most likely now between Cuba and the Yucatan Peninsula. Anyway, thank you for watching this update on Hurricane Fiona. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next update. Peace out.